Brilliant. Hello, George. Thanks for coming back on
Hello
again.
Jules. Well, last time we had a look at Amazing Spider-Man numbers 1 to 100.
Yeah.
And this time we're going to have a look at X-Men, or Uncanny X-Men.
Uncanny
as it
X-Men,
became.
yeah.
1
there
to
we
100
are.
as well. And now the X-Men turned 60 years old this year.
Was it incredible?
Yeah,
What,
amazing.
60?
1963.
Blimey.
That's when they started.
Blimey.
Though the first film came out, I think, in the year 2000, isn't it?
I remember it. Yeah, it's such a good film.
Yeah, not a lot of people, younger viewers probably don't realise that the X-Men have been around 60 years.
That's actually quite incredible, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. But there is the very first issue.
Yeah, that's the September 1963 that came out, so it would have been printed sometime during the summer of 63. It's an original number 1. It's a UK pence copy.
But they were all printed at the same time, weren't
they? Yeah, I mean, I have read that the initial batches of some of these comics were the British ones.
Initially, anyway.
It was just a plate that they changed.
Yeah. So that would have been a 90 and then...
Yeah, they would have gone
12
over
cents,
to 12 cents.
Yeah.
So, and those were often the first off
They
the
were the
press.
first printings,
So,
so there's really no... if you're a true completist, you want both, of course.
Yeah, I think at one time they were sort of looked down on.
Yeah,
copies,
I remember,
but, now I think, especially in the US market now, there's more
classes of variation.
They're looking for them now, yeah.
That's interesting that it's gone that way, isn't it? I remember when I was collecting, I'd always want the pure sense copy.
That's right, yeah. Me too, yeah.
How weird, eh?
So, that's number 1 from 1963, original copy.
Yeah, beautiful.
Introduces all the characters, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, the Beast, the Angel, Iceman, and his first appearance of Magneto as well. Right?
Wow, yeah. What a great one to have. I mean...
Yeah, it's not highest grade, but it is an original number 1.
In a lot of cases, I mean, who cares? It's just the case of owning one, aren't they?
Yeah.
I always remember when, we would go away to the shows, X-Men was the top series you wanted to finish. Because you just loved it.
It was
so
actually
much,
my favourite comic book as a kid, was X-Men. That and Spider-Man were both...
superb. Superb.
Now, if you can't afford the number 1, because they're getting quite expensive these days, there is a reprint.
Absolutely,
In fact, they've done a couple of reprints.
Oh, yeah, we got this one here as well.
And this one, now this is a German copy.
Oh, blimey.
Believe it or not, the X-Men. So, I just put that in just as an oddity. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you say, you can have you can get a facsimile for a little bit cheaper than an original. But there's the original
number 2, the original number 2, first appearance of the Vanisher. Again, it's a British 9D comic.
9D,
Jack Kirby cover, lovely.
Brilliant, yeah. Beware the Blob.
Beware the Blob, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how politically correct that would be these days.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually,
But, the Blob, one of the strangest super foes of all.
They weren't wrong.
Okay, now
that's a nice jacket. Yeah, nice cover.
Yeah, quite a key book now. That's the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Right.
It includes Mastermind, I think he was called Toad, first appearance.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Notice that the Scarlet Witch is actually coloured green.
Not Scarlet.
Yeah. Again, another pence copy.
Yeah, but a nice condition copy, actually.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, and I see they've done a reprint of that
Again,
one.
there's a reprint. Now, that's... I think that was possibly a second printing that they did on that. They did quite a number of...
okay, and that's another one again.
Another one again.
But that's like an exact, almost exact...
If you see
yes.
They copied the original green and they've corrected it to this next reprint. Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a nice little batch, and then on to number 5 here, the Angel Trapped.
Trapped, again, it's Magneto and his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants there. Submariner. It's an early Silver Age appearance of a name on Submariner.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and then the return of the Blob.
The Blob's back again, yeah. That's number 7. Number 8 is the first appearance of Eunice, the Untouchable.
Yes.
I don't think he makes a lot of appearances over the years, but that was his first appearance.
This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, crossover. Early crossover with the Avengers.
Yes.
Helped boost sales at the time, I should
I would imagine they did love a good guest star.
Thor, Giant Man, Captain America, and Iron Man.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, maybe we'll do the Avengers one of these days, George. number 10, Kazar.
Kazar, yeah. First appearance of Kazar and Zabu the saber-toothed tiger. Zabu the saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, it was his first appearance. Yeah.
Lovely. That's a nice jacket. Nice cover as well.
Stranger.
Number 11, yeah.
Very, Jack Kirby
nice,
again, I think, yeah.
They're quite distinctive, aren't they?
Yeah. Number 12, this is a lovely book.
Yeah.
It's the first appearance of the Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
I remember absolutely loving this story when I was a kid. It's the Juggernaut sort of slowly breaks his way through the X-Men's defences bit by bit, and you don't get to see him until the final panel. I think. That's right. I absolutely loved that story.
That's cool.
Key book again, because it's the first appearance of the Juggernaut.
And origin of Professor X.
And the origin of Professor X, yeah. Found a bit of a background about his life.
Brilliant.
That's the second part
of that one, yeah.
Walks the Juggernaut.
Very, very nice. And 14, the Sentinels.
Yeah, first appearance of the Sentinels.
Yeah.
It's not a bad copy, though.
No. I see it says it's gone to now on sale monthly.
That's right, yeah. So it was bi-monthly before, it must have been,
yeah.
And it's part of the old Pop Art Productions that they did.
Ah, yes.
The quarter box there. And this, now that's a lovely cover.
It is, yeah. That's great.
Fantastic cover, that. Professor X.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely love that cover.
Really, really great.
Yeah. And that's the third part of the series of the trilogy there, whatever. Featuring the Master Mold. He was called,
right.
Sentinel, yeah.
And None Shall Survive.
Yeah, None Shall Survive. All red cover.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Unusual for the time to do something like that.
Any particular reason?
I don't know. No.
Make it stand out on the shelf or something?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like your traditional Marvel comic, whereas this next one, fantastic. Yeah, it really, really does, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah. And all the other X-Men are captured. I think they're put in some sort of balloon and sent up into space. And Iceman is the only one left to rescue them.
If Iceman should fail.
Yeah. Luckily he doesn't.
No. Phew.
Okay, number 19. This is the first appearance of the Mimic. Cal Rankin, I think he was. And he had the ability to mimic all the X-Men's powers. So he had like the Angel's Wings, Cyclops' Ray, and Jean Grey's telepathy, and the Beast's feet.
Brilliant.
But he was a combination of all that. So, yeah.
That's superb.
Number 20, High Lucifer. And again, how Professor X lost the use of his legs.
So a bit more of the origin again, yeah.
21, I think. Dominus, I think it is.
Dominus.
I think the title is from whence comes Dominus, if I remember right.
Wow. That's cool.
And here we have number 22. This is Gangwave. Here it comes. You see, most of these old characters appeared in Strange Tales or Tales to Astonish or Tales of Suspense.
And they just brought them back for this.
This one there. The Unicorn, Eel, Porcupine, Plant Man, and a Scarecrow, I think it was.
Right.
Amazing how many villains were called Scarecrow.
Cool. And well done for remembering them all. 23.
Yeah. Again, it's the second part.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
The Plague of the Locust.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Don't remember that
red
one.
covers back then.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Striking to catch.
And the first sort of mini anniversary, number 25.
25. Yeah. El Tigre. It was a two-parter set in South America, I think.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. I seem to recall nice copy of both of these are.
Yeah.
I got these from Justin Ebbs. Justin Ebbs.
I do, of course. I
seem to recall that he found quite a number of them all together wrapped around with a band.
I remember him. Telling us that. Yeah.
It was lovely copies.
He did well off that, didn't he? Yeah. And I remember having some FFs off him from that sort of period, and they were really flat, weren't they? Yeah.
Nice copies. Yeah.
So we enter the Mimic.
Mimic is back again. I think the Angel gets injured and he takes over for a little while. And this one I particularly like. It was the first X-Men comic that I ever bought.
Oh, wow. Okay,
as a child. Remember that buying one of those off the spinner rack.
Yeah, the traditional wire rack, yeah.
And it's the first appearance of the Banshee there.
Oh, that's great.
The Mimic there takes the place of the Angel for while.
And that also had
this
a
one
re-release.
has been reprinted. Now these were reprinted. I'm going to open this one up because they were reprinted in 1994, several copies. So you've got to watch out for this because it's got Stridex on the back, and inside here you can see that it's second printing.
Right. Yeah.
So occasionally these get passed off as originals, high-grade originals.
So ones have a little
beware of some of these. Yeah.
Buyer beware. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
an experienced guy would know,
yeah,
wouldn't they?
But they are virtually identical.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Almost like facsimiles.
Yeah.
You got it.
Now I'm going to just stop there for a sec.
Yeah.
Because in the UK here, we're up to 1967 at the moment. That's January 67. Yeah. In the UK, the first introduction we got to the X-Men was in this comic called Fantastic.
Yeah.
It was part of the Power comic range. They had a Wham, Smash, Pow, and then Fantastic and Terrific. Yeah. And Fantastic was launched in February 1967.
Yeah.
And had Thor, Iron Man, all reprinted from Journey into Mystery and Tales of Suspense and X-Men. But this was, for most of us in the UK, this was the first appearance that we'd ever seen of the X-Men.
And these are black and white inside, aren't they?
Yeah, the black and white, and number one there came with its free little free gift. And
it really is fantastic.
On the back you had a chance to cut out the little pennant to put in your pennants.
So you would cut that out and stick it on the
pennant. Yeah, I seem to remember putting it on my bicycle at the time.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
Cutting up my copy, but it's that one. And
that's really nice. Yeah.
There's a couple other issues there of it. That was number 2, which came with a free gift of stickers which you could cut out and stick on your face. And also they used to come with little pin-ups on the back, which were the Powerhouse pin-ups, which I used to love. These
they're
pin-ups.
Awesome.
And that's just number 3, which I pulled out. That's obviously reprints X-Men number 2. And you got free Fantastic bubblegum.
Right.
Not many of those have survived.
I bet they
I think the last one I've seen for sale went for about 150 quid.
For the free gift on it?
For the gift with the comic, So you just don't see it because they've all been eaten.
Absolutely. They're at the time.
Again, there was a pin-up on Spider-Man. I remember Fantastic and Terrific doing all these pin-ups. I remember cutting them out each week and I stuck them on a wall in my bedroom. And I had one whole wall covered by Marvel characters. But,
that's fantastic. I know they're really, really good to see those. And let's say part of the X-Men story, as it were.
Yeah.
And then we go into number
29. This is February 67. And this is Super Adaptoid.
And number 30.
30, the Warlock. Not to be confused with the later Adam Warlock, who appears, with the Infinity series.
Right, fantastic.
So that's the first 30 issues.
Excellent. Okay, so 31 is Cobalt Man.
First appearance of the Cobalt Man. He didn't make many appearances over the years.
Not one I've heard of.
Lovely cover again. Absolutely. Love the cover on that.
They are great, aren't they? It's a great series.
And the Juggernaut's back in number 32. Beware the Juggernaut, my son.
Okay.
I think it's a play on Lewis Carroll, isn't it? Something like
I don't know, but
Beware the Jabberwocky, is it? Something like that.
It might be.
I'm not too sure, but Stan Lee.
33.
3, it was the second part of the Juggernaut story there.
Oh, yeah, an appearance by Doctor Strange.
He makes an odd appearance,
Oh, that's cool. I like Doctor Strange.
Yeah. 34, War in the World of Darkness, which is underneath the earth with Tyrannus.
Tyrannus, okay.
I think he last appeared in one of the early Hulk comics.
Right.
Hulk number 3 or 4, I can't remember.
Date-wise, these are tail end 67, 68
Yeah, these are July
now,
67.
Okay, right, just to put these into date context. It's a great one, isn't it?
Yep.
Spider-Man
appears.
Okay, with Spider. So he would, amazed it's taken 35 issues, in actual fact. For him to get a look in.
The only other one was the Avengers earlier on.
That's right,
For crossover.
And then Meccano.
Yeah, Meccano lives. Some guy in an exoskeleton outfit. 37. Factor 3.
The Master of Factor 3. Don't remember that one
trapped in a dome there.
Yeah.
Something or a force field there.
Okay, let's slide them up and look at 38.
38, Blob, the Van Blob's back again.
He's back again, yeah. Funny to think that was used so often in these early ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's this? The Origins of the X-Men.
Origins, yeah. They started doing a backup feature featuring all the origins of the X-Men.
What? Each one was a different character.
Yeah,
or something, was
yeah.
it?
That's right.
Okay,
They
that's
started
cool.
working through them.
Oh, nice. Now 39.
39. Yeah, they changed update them a bit.
Yeah.
I think the book sales were actually struggling a little bit around this sort of time, and so give them an update with some new costumes and such to try and brighten things up a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's another very nice copy. Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein. Now,
it's a beauty, George.
it actually for first appearance of it predates the Frankenstein monster series, which came later in the 70s, but it's not actually the Frankenstein monster. From what I remember, it turns out to be a robot or an android or such. But
that's a really high grade copy of that one.
Yeah, it is.
How white the box is.
Yeah,
that's really gorgeous.
Should get slabbed, really.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Slabbing. That's a conversation for another day, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is
Subhuman.
Yeah, Grotesque, the Subhuman. It's called again, all sort of red cover. I think it's Don Heck. Looks like.
All right, yeah. And the Origin of Cyclops in the backup strip in that one.
Yeah.
Death of
Professor X. Yeah, not a hoax, not a dream, not an imaginary tale. This is for real.
That is classic Marvel, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's not a great copy. It's the R3P. I think that's what I paid for it back in the day.
Oh,
but it turns out it's not actually Professor X. It's a character called the Changeling.
Okay. Is that your original one?
It probably was one that I bought when I was, there's a couple of second-hand bookshops. You remember in Plymouth?
Yeah.
They used to sell a lot of these comics and threepence each.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember being a little bit younger than you. I remember them being about 6 or 7p for a second-hand one. In the early days, anyway.
In Plymouth, it was Universal Bookstores, and
that's
I can't remember the other one. There was another one, but
Universal.
Yeah.
Magneto. Look at that.
Magneto.
Yes.
Power of Magneto. Nice cover on that again.
Yeah, very nice.
One shilling.
There we are. The TP Thorpe and Porter. Yeah.
And this one, X-Men featuring the Angel, Red Raven. Now, Red Raven was a Golden Age Marvel character. As far as I remember, he had one comic back in 1940.
Right, okay.
Under the Timely, I think. It was Marvel Timely. And with number 2, I think it changed to Human Torch Comics. But this was his first Silver Age appearance.
Oh, fantastic.
And I think he makes a later appearance in a Submariner comic.
It's been a very, very nice copy of that one.
Yeah.
That's just that?
Yeah, this one, Cyclops facing off Quicksilver when mutants clash.
Awesome.
And then End of the X-Men.
I don't believe them.
Great, the Juggernaut there smashing up.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then we go into a couple just
these are like team-ups,
team-ups, because the X-Men have split up at that point. The Beast of the Night versus Mahayogi. Do a Yogi Bear. I think it's Don Heck again, I think that's the cover on that.
And Cyclops and Marvel Girl.
Hell yeah.
Brilliant. Now this next one I am a fan of because it's one of our favourite artists. Yeah.
Lovely Jim Steranko surreal cover on that. Absolutely. One of my favourite Silver Age covers.
Yeah, absolutely. It is superb, and I shall slip that one to one side so that we can look at number 50.
First appearance of Mutant Polaris, I think, was number 40.
Yeah.
And then in number 50,
which is absolutely stunning, isn't it?
Absolutely. One of the best Silver Age covers, I would say. Jim Steranko.
He's definitely the man. Yeah.
Absolutely superb.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's the first half.
That's the first 50.
So there we are then, number 51. Another Steranko.
The end of 1968 here. Another fantastic Jim Steranko cover there with Eric the Red.
Yeah. He really was a great artist.
Twilight of the Mutants. Not Steranko, but
Eric
the Red. I think that turns out to be Cyclops in disguise or something, if I recall from the story. It's been a long time since I've read that one. And number 53, now this is the first Barry Smith artwork.
Oh, right, so early Barry Smith.
His first Marvel artwork.
That's in that one?
Wow. In that one, yeah. And to be fair, it's not as great as...
No.
I mean, compared to when he was doing Conan the Barbarian, his artwork was absolutely superb.
Yeah.
This is how he started off. I think he was a teenager at this stage.
Developing the talent.
I'm probably told to draw in a Marvel Kirby style at the time, quite possibly.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. But, I did not know that was his first Marvel work.
Cyclops Must Die. Yes, I think this is the first appearance of Scott Summers' brother Alex Summers, who's Havoc. Havoc, another major character at the time.
Oh, fantastic.
And again, we have another Barry Smith cover here.
Yeah, very nice.
Like
him. Yeah, lovely.
And now we got beginning of Neil Adams. Brilliant. Neil Adams.
Yes. What a great run this is. Isn't it? Fantastic.
What is the power? Sentinels Live.
Another fantastic jacket.
Yeah, superb Neil Adams. Wow. And then 58, July 69. And this is, again, one of my favourite covers of the 60s. Absolutely love this cover. There's Havoc there.
Yeah.
Well, superb.
Yeah, really great. Nice copy again as well. Let me slide those up. We'll leave that really nice one on top. Yeah. The last X-Men.
Yeah.
59.
August 69. Cyclops there and Neil Adams cover again.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
In the Shadow of
Sauron. Sauron, first appearance of Sauron.
Yes, and this one I see is again got a
that's another reprint from 1994.
So one to be
Second
careful
printing
of.
Again, one to be careful of. Yeah.
I can see they just look. Well, they are identical, aren't they?
Yeah.
61 here.
61 again. Sauron continuation. Yeah.
Of Death. And another reprint again
from 1994 again. So beware on these. Because some of these would have aged. These have been copies that stored carefully.
So even though they're 30 years old, they're still really like.
Others might well have aged and
be passed off as an original.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, buyer beware on those. 62.
Yeah, because I was back again there.
And then the reprint.
And that's the reprint again. Another 1994 reprint. 63. Magneto's back. Triumph of Magneto.
Superb.
Likewise, another reprint.
I'm amazed they did so many.
Yeah.
But they are great comics.
We're on to January 1917 now.
Okay, so just into the 70s.
Season, first appearance of Sunfire, Japanese superhero.
All right.
Slaves of the Star Spawn again. Number 65 now.
Covers are getting a little bit busier, aren't they?
Yeah, and then 66 we have
Hulk.
The Hulk, the X-Men taking on the Hulk in Las Vegas. And then the book is cancelled.
And that was it at that point?
Yeah, at that point.
Last issue.
It was cancelled then at 66, apparently owing to poor sales.
Wow.
But, or for other reasons. I've just read the latest Alter Ego magazine.
Alter Ego,
And there's an interview with Neil Adams in there, which is quite interesting because it gives an insight into why the book was cancelled, which is too much to go into here. But,
but it wasn't just down to sales.
It wasn't just down to sales, no. But it did stop at number 66. So we'll continue from there on.
You got it. Okay, so we've got a king size special.
Yeah, no, it was the book was cancelled at issue number 66 initially. And that was in March 1970. But by the end of the year, they brought out an annual, and it's just basically reprints of the Avengers crossover and
a couple of cool stories. Okay. So it does come back.
It does come back. Yeah, and then same month.
It's back again.
It's back again. Obviously, the sales they looked into it and they decided to bring it back, and it was resurrected.
Another chance. Yeah.
It was resurrected. Towards the end of the year, but just as a reprint.
Right.
These are double-sized issues, and
I thought they felt a bit thicker.
Yeah. Now these reprint number 12 and 13. But
I see they're 25 cents instead of 15.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. And that's the same with this one then.
That's right. Yeah. And again, this reprints number 14 and 15, I think it is. Yeah. So we're now into reprints all the way through.
Now, are these reprints harder to get hold of nowadays?
They're lower print runs.
Yeah.
Some of them were very difficult to find in the UK initially. I had a lot of trouble putting a run of these together over the years. Again, these are reprints of all the earlier books.
Yeah.
Dominus. Towards the end of the 1971, we have
the second king
size special now, or X-Men Annual 2.
And was that reprint again?
Reprints, the ones with
Super Villains. From
yesteryear.
That was a 2-parter anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. This was incredibly difficult to find in the UK. It was I really had a problem finding this. I eventually found one in one of the Westminster comic markets that we used to attend.
Yeah.
I think I paid about £15 for that at the time.
And that would have been quite a bit back then, wouldn't it?
Really difficult to find that issue in the UK. Probably much easier now because of the
days of the internet. Indeed, yeah.
But
like you say, quite a tough little period. If you're putting a run of these together. And then, is this back to normality?
We're still carrying on reprinting.
But single issues.
Single, they just this. I think it's reprints number 25 and 26 there. 27 is reprinted as in number 75.
All right.
Again, these were distributed.
I see they got the 6p on.
6p on there.
So these would have been on the shelves.
These would have been on the shelf.
Yeah. Banshee.
All reprints.
Now, what are we looking at date-wise on these?
We're up to 1972, I think.
So 72, right, okay. Cobalt Man.
Cobalt, reprints number 31.
Yeah.
First appearance of the Cobalt Man again. By the Juggernaut, my son.
Oh, yes,
that's indeed. Up to number 80.
Then 81 here, so we're still in the land of reprints.
That reprints number 33. There you go. Number 34. That reprints number 34. Terrace again.
And there's the Spider-Man one.
The covers are slightly different. Obviously, they're slightly recolored.
Slightly changed,
yeah. And it just continues as a reprint. Now, some of these were all cents copies. Now, these were a bit more difficult to find because they were the old ND ones, I think.
Right, so they didn't get distributed in the UK. Yeah. So,
signed by Don Heck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Did you know about that?
I've forgotten about it.
I forgot that it was Don Heck's signature.
Signed. I must have got that signed at some stage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, some of the artists who would be at the early shows, the 80s ones, are just incredible. Yeah. Wish I had more signed.
Was it Joe Cooper you met, didn't you?
I met him in no, I did I ever meet Joe Cooper? I don't think I met him. Okay. I met Carmen Infantino.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
He was fantastic.
You got some comics signed by him.
A Flash Annual 1 signed by him. Yeah, it's really he was a interesting chap. I don't think he was very busy that day, but I was reading the Flash at the time in the DC archives. Oh wow, he's actually here. It's brilliant. Now I think everyone was flocking around the guy who did one of the 90s I think Frank Choi, someone like that. He was a good artist. He was there. He was the main attraction.
All right.
And then number 90 there.
Yeah, that's the again. They were still reprints.
Yeah, of course. Slide those together because I have a feeling I know what's coming up.
Yeah, coming up. We're getting near the end of the reprint run now, so.
But yeah, a tricky period to put together, you might think.
And 93, and that's the last one.
The very last one. Reprint one.
Reprint. Now we're going to. Everything changes. We're going to Giant Size X-Men number 1.
And this is the first appearance of the new X-Men.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Wolverine, that was his second appearance because he had been in Hulk
181.
181.
Yeah, of course.
180 and 182 cameos, I think, as well.
Right. But this is the first 4. Now, I remember reading this particular run in, was it Classic X-Men?
Yes.
They reprinted it, and number 1 was a reprint of that. Yeah. And absolutely loving the story. It's such a great initial run.
Yeah. We have the new team bursting through the cover there.
Yeah.
And like Crawler, Colossus, Storm, Wolverine, Thunderbird. He doesn't last very long.
No.
Gil Kane.
Oh yeah. An iconic comic and quite expensive.
It is now. That is the original number 1 there.
Yeah, fantastic. And
again,
almost
you can buy the
inevitably, you could pick up one.
If you want to pick a reprint up of it.
And also a German
German reprint, just put that
unusual,
just to show that they did one.
But an absolute key book, that one.
Key book, absolutely. And then they start on the new run of comics.
That's it. And so the numbering continues.
Yeah.
And this is it going forward.
That's right. Yeah.
94.
So 94. This is obviously a key book now. Quite pricey.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
95 War Hunt. And this issue, an X-Man dies, which is poor Thunderbird there.
All right.
Night of the Demon, number 96. 97, Cyclops versus Havoc.
Another nice jacket.
98, Return of the Sentinels.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
99, Death Star Rising. And number 100.
There we
finish
are.
at the moment, old X-Men versus the new X-Men.
What a great run that is, isn't it? That really is quite something. Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, I know it's one of your most favourite ones, and I remember you tracking some down with when we used to go to those shows in the 80s and 90s. It was it's always X-Men for you and
That's
FF
right,
for me.
Trying to find those missing issues on the wants lists.
Yeah, so. Brilliant. But yeah, they look so good. What a great run. And of course, you've got them, you've got the whole run, haven't you?
I've got a complete run. It went through several smaller volumes as the series went on. There isn't actually an Uncanny X-Men title at the moment. It's just X-Men.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's been through quite a number of series over the years. Still going.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, have you had any thoughts about what you might want to do for a next comic run?
Well, I don't mind at all. I mean, viewers can suggest.
A few suggestions. One of them I had a thought about was pulling all the Steranko comics together.
Okay, right.
That might be quite fun.
Yeah,
you know. And I've got maybe a few bits that you may not have, some Marvel paperbacks with I reckon.
I've got all the Shield issues.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. Yeah.
For Steranko.
Did you do an obscure love comic?
Yeah, our love story.
Have you got that one?
I haven't got
one.
No, I don't.
Wonder if Gary's got it. He might have.
I'm fairly sure he has.
Okay, well, we could perhaps borrow that, and then we could do a Steranko special. Yeah. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
The only stuff I never collected was the romance stuff and the Millie the model and all that.
Yeah. What about the westerns?
The westerns, again, I didn't bother so much with those, although I have picked up a number of those over the recent years. But,
okay. All right. Well,
our friend Gary has got
runs
complete runs on some of them,
really,
so he might like to do them.
Yeah, absolutely. We could always do those with Gary. But if anyone has got suggestions of like a run of 100 of this, 100 of that,
yeah, that's right. I mean, I've got pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And DC as well.
Absolutely, so,
yeah. So
if we could do 60s Batman, maybe
we could have a look through that. Yeah, detective comics and that. Have a little evolution of Batman.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. I think that would be really cool. So a little bit of food for thought with that one. Just leave a comment below and we'll read those. Well, thank you very much for showing us those today, George. Another fantastic run. I hope you've enjoyed it at home. If you have, do please give the video a thumbs up. Do please hit the subscribe button if you've not already for regular vintage comic book content. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.